皆さんこんにちは
And welcome back. As scheduled, 15 minutes has passed and you are watching Tokyo Otaku Mode live stream hut directly on Twitch from the Tokyo Game Show 2016 event hall and 9th hall, actually 10th hall in our place. It's from 9 to 11. This is the international event hall and we're actually in the 10th hall. For those of you who are watching since 10 o'clock in the morning, thank you very much. That's Japan Standard Time, 10 o'clock in the morning. We just had two phenomenal guests.
Oh yeah.
We just went through Koei Tecmo Games with Berserk Musou, and now we just finished with Gravity Rush 2 from Sony Interactive Entertainment. So
What a rush indeed.
Both fantastic games. Cannot wait for their debut on my PlayStation 4. But now it's going to be time for Cave Interactive, one of my very favorite games.
You
of all
forgot
time.
one very.
Very, yes, one more. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off. Please, Mr. Cave Interactive, please welcome to the stage.
Ooh.
入ってないんだけど。
あれ1個余ってるかなあちょうどいいですね
Right in the bin. Hi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Cave Interactive, one of my favorite game developers. Now, actually, the most prolific developers in the Danmaku shooting. This is actually a Guinness World Record. I do not want to glaze over this. These guys actually have a Guinness World Record in being the most prolific Danmaku shooting games developer in the entire world. I just wanted to talk about that. So please, let's go ahead and start off with the introduction. I'm actually getting a little bit nervous right here. So let's start off with the introduction with both of you. Thank you very much for coming today on Tokyo Otaku Mode live stream hut. Please.
本日東京タクモードのライブストリームハットまでお越しになって誠にありがとうございます。私はケイブの作品の大ファンで本当に非常に光栄です。弾幕ゲームはもう大好きで、実はもうケイブの作品は素晴らしすぎてて、ギネス記録までお持ちと聞いたので、いや本当に非常に光栄で。でも早速ですが簡単にでも自己紹介をお願いします。
はい、皆さんこんにちは、こんばんは。はい、株式会社ケーブのプログラマー清水と申します。今日はちょっと池田さん出ないんでちょっとみんな悲しがってると思うんですけども、その分視聴率少ないと思うんで、ぶっちゃけトークでいこうかなと思うんで、はい、よろしくお願いします。
Hi everyone. Hi. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you are. My name is Shimizu. I'm a programmer at Cave. And I'm very excited to be here today and talk about shooting games.
Thank you very much, Shimizu-san. And for you?
はじめまして、株式会社ケーブの広報をしております内堀と申します。シューティング、横より縦が好きというプロフィールで本日どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。すいません、池田さんがここにいないですいません。
Hi everyone. I'm actually doing public relations at Cave. My name is Uchibori, and I have a confession to make. I like horizontal shooters better. Ooh. We're really sorry. Our very own Mr. Ikeda was supposed to come today, and he isn't here.
No.
We hope we can make up for him.
Thank you very much, Shimizu-san and Uchibori-san. So we have a lot to cover today. We're just going to go ahead and start off with something that's really big. We have DoDonPachi Resurrection. Now let's talk about this game just a bit. So can we have a little bit of introduction into the game as well?
それでは今日は紹介したいタイトルがもういくつかあるので早速ですがドドンパチから始めようと思って、ゲームの紹介をお願いします。
はい、ドドンパチ大復活の、ちょっと特徴的なものなんですけども、そんなことはね多分見てる人大体知ってると思うんですよ。大体レーザーゲームだなっていうのがあって。そんなことよりもいつ出んだよっていうのがね発売日
I've been waiting for so long.
それがちょっと気になるんじゃないかなっていうんですがちょっと、最初に謝っていきたいんですけど今日はちょっとそれがまだ言えない状況で
なるほど
なんかちょっと前までになんかこの日に出んじゃないのってなんかリーク画像が出てその日に出るんじゃないかって言ったら出ねえじゃないかよなんだ開発中止じゃないかみたいなそんな話になったことがあるそんなこと全然ないんですよ、はい、ちゃんと出るんで大丈夫ですけども、でいつその詳細発表するかっていうのがあるんですかね、ちょっと今ゲームセンターミカドさんで急に関係ない話しますけど、それで今 秋のシューティング祭りっていうのを配信でやってるんですけども、その中に警部のタイトルが、今回なんかちょっと出てるようなタイトルがこう出てると。その時までに広報さん、今警部のツイッターアカウントがあるんですよね。警部ゲームズアトっていうのがあるんですけども、それで一応詳細を出すというようなことを聞いています。発売日に関してで、まだちょっと紅葉早いんじゃないかっていう話もあるんで。
All right. So that was a lot of
There's
information.
a lot of information.
That's
I'm gonna try
very
to be.
important information right
I'm
there.
gonna try to be a little faster. If I forget anything, please help me out there.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I have to say, if you're watching this, you probably know this game, but this is DoDonPachi Resurrection. If you like this kind of game, you know what it is, you know what it looks like, and you're asking yourself one single question: when is it gonna be out?
When is it going to be out?
So unfortunately today I cannot give you an exact release date. Bummer. But
Sort of, yeah.
sort of a bummer. But
I can tolerate. That's so fine.
it will be okay. But we actually are working with other shooting game companies on an event
Right.
that's gonna be soon.
Which is one of the more noticeable places in Japan. It's called the Mikado Arcade Station.
Yes, it's the Mikado Arcade Station.
It's quite an old one, and also there's a lot of events going on in there a lot of times. And we're gonna have the cave events while there.
Exactly. So
Oh, yes,
when the caves.
That's it.
Oh, sorry.
ちなみにですね、その日までに、ちょっと現状今開発としてはもう完全にできている状態で、いつでも出せる状態なんですけども、何が問題かっていうと、ちょっとその広報さんとかいろいろコンセンサスが他の部署とかちょっとご末とかもいろいろ絡めていこうかなっていう話がいろいろあったりして、でその辺なので、一番頑張ってほしいのは広報さんで、なのでもしその日までに何もできなかったらケーブツイッターの V さんがセンブリ茶飲むって言ってるんで、はい、もしくは C 君がちょっと女装してパンチラ見せるって言ってるんですちゃんと謝罪するって言ってます。
Okay, how am I gonna translate that?
Go ahead.
All right, so I was gonna say before this is that normally we are planning to actually announce a release date on that event at the Mikado Arcade, but if we cannot make it on time and we still need to work on the game by that time, you can be sure we will make full amends on Twitter, which might include people dressing up as women.
That's totally fine with me. I just want the game out. So, what these guys actually have for us is, in fact, the DoDonPachi Daifukatsu, and we're actually going to see a little bit of game footage. So, can we go ahead and go into that, or do we need a little more preparation? Do we need some more information that we need to get to?
じゃあそれではもう時間も短いなので早速ですけど、
はい、
ゲームプレイ自体に入りましたでしょうか。
ちょっと位置が良くないので若干ずれて。
なるほど。
So mind you, for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, DoDonPachi is a vertical shooter, and this is absolutely a legend because the one that a lot of people know about and
すいま
also
せん
has
ちょ
made
っと
a huge
モードを間違
number.
えてしまったんですけども、一回ちょっと抜けていいですか。
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so while we're actually doing a little bit of a test, I wanted to talk about DoDonPachi in its entirety. It's one of the most hardest top-down shooters that I've ever experienced on my own, and I've never really gone any far into actually clearing the game. But in fact, there is a very notorious legend online, a lot of YouTube views as well, where someone has beaten DoDonPachi Dai Ojo Black Label after 7 years of its release. For 7 years, no one ever conceived that this game was ever going to be beaten by a human being, and it was.
ドドンパチについてはもうネットでもかなり盛り上がってるんですけど、もう人間にはクリアできないというもう伝説ぐらいのあるんですけど、ドドンパチ大往生ブラックレーベルがリリースしてから7年目で誰か人間にはクリアされたという YouTube とかでそういうちょっと都市伝説のような話が聞いたんですけど、それ本当ですかね。
本当なんですかね。いや多分それはネットの情報が本当だと思うんで、ちゃんと本当だと思うんですけど、早い人類超えるのちょっと早かったから。
Yes, it definitely was a little bit too quick of a release for the human race to handle this. But we're actually going to get to see the actual DoDonPachi Daifukatsu right here. This is the black label, actually.
This is Black Label. The one we're talking about is Death Label.
Oh yeah, Death Label. That's right.
Death
that's
Label.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Daiojo Death Label, and this is
Yeah.
Resurrection Daifukatsu Black Label.
That's right.
それでは
So, ready?
行きましょうか。
はい、じゃあ失礼します。
Let's go for it. Let's go
Okay,
for
let's do
it.
this. Let's do
今
this.
回はですね、その海外版だとまだこのブラックレーベルアレンジっていう、まあ、いわゆる決意モードっていうのがまだ出てないっていうので、今回それがこう海外で入る、まあEU とかだと一部売られてるみたいで、そこで、まあ、入してきてる人がいると思うんですけども、ほとんどちょっと一般的にはあまり変えてないゲームのモードっていうのが新しく今回入ります。
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this mode, this actually Black Label Orange mode, it hasn't been released on consoles, if what I understand is
Yeah,
correct.
for the North America.
For North America, it has been. It seems to have been catching up in Europe, but not really officially outside of Japan. So this would be a first.
So this is going to be a first for a lot of you out there.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, let's get into this. And you'll get to see what I'm talking about. This is just way too much to handle.
All right, people.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here it is. Here it is in all its glory.
まあ、通常のショットに加えてですね、まあ、ドドンパチの大復活だと特徴的なこのレーザーであるんですけども、それに対してこのフォーミングが入ってるっていうこの決意モード、いわゆる
So this is the Ketsui mode, where
Yeah, it's a homing device.
you have the very specific homing device that is the mark of fabric of the DoDonPachi series, where you have the laser and the homing. Holy, there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, this is still one of the easier parts of it. It gets ludicrous.
And this is just the beginning. This is bonuses,
Yeah.
gauges going up.
はい、ドドンパチはですね、こうショットを打つと普通に軽快に動けるんですけども、大復活の場合はカウンターレーザーといって相手にすみません、
Oh, there it goes.
レーザーを当てることによってこう相手のレーザーを跳ね返すっていうそういう新しい機能が入っています。でブラックレーベルの場合だとそのレーザーとショットを同時に打つと烈度っていう機能があってこれによって左上のその得点の下のゲージがすごく溜まりやすくなるんですね。
So, in the specificity of DoDonPachi is that your laser is able to actually bounce back the lasers off.
Yeah, you can actually counter.
You
the
can
enemy
counter
lasers.
the enemy
Yeah.
lasers with your own. And there's a second function that you might want to tell people about. Ooh, this is brutal already.
まあ、さっきから死にまくってるんでこいつ下手だなって思われてるのかもしれないですけども
I'm,
で
so,
その
I'm
下
sorry,
に
you're,
下
you're
のレメーターが溜まると、このハイパーモードに切り替えることができる これがあるとより強く相手の球を相殺しながらも打つことができる、まあ、これで割と攻略がしやすいものが取れるという
This really helps out in the end.
Yeah, it helps on. You see, you can change your attack mode, and through this, you can get more powerful attacks to help you. Oh, that was a close one, man. To get some more efficient shots on the enemies of the game. Whoa. And explosions of bonuses.
I just can't get one. I can't wait.
Kin-chan is like almost fainting here. Like he is so happy.
Absolutely fantastic. So this was the difficulty on which level?
この難易度はどちらですかね。ノーマル。
ノーマルそうです。ドドンパチ大復活に関してはちょっとノーマルとかその難易度設定が特にはないんですけども、モードによってその難易度が変わっていて、ノーミスっていう特別なゲームモードがあるので、そちらでまず練習してもらってから、まあ、本番アーケードに近いようなモードで遊んでもらうって形です。
Yeah, so in DoDonPachi, the difficulty is depending on the arcade board you're using.
Of course.
So at first, we're recommending training on normal mode. So that is the experience that is the closest to the arcade experience you can get here in Japan.
Now this is going to be obviously something that I'm looking forward to on Steam, and we're going to have to wait for that a little bit when it actually comes out. So I'm just looking forward to this. Going back to when it was first released on the arcades, what was the set in mind for the programmers to make Daifukatsu Resurrection after it has gone to Daiojo? When we thought it was the very end of everything.
ちょっと振り返って戻りますが、大往生の次に大復活がリリースされた時にリリース当時の、その大復活を開発するきっかけを教えていただけますか。
はいですね、これもちょっとぶっちゃけなんですけども、今回 Steam のチームが立ち上がった時に、一番のこの功績っていうか、それはちょっと社内の移植のリストっていうのがちゃんときれいになってるっていうのがあって、よくなんか前任の担当者の方が池田さんにじゃあどれがいいですかねってリストの中から見て、過去に警部のエスプレードとかあるんで、人気なんでいいんじゃないですかねって言ったら、なんで知らないのって言ってあれうちじゃないよって言われて、で商標を調べるネットのところで調べると、あれタイトルがちょっと他社さんになってるんですね。でそれはちょっといろいろとコンセンサスを取らなきゃいけなかったりとか、プロギアとかもそうだと思うんですけども、でそういうのと含めて、あとそもそも言語が移植しやすい言語ではないとか、昔のアセンブラっていう言語だったりとかっていうのがあって、でそういうのでいろいろプライオリティをつけてるんですけども、でその中で、一番、やっぱりユーザーさんにお届けするのが早い方がこちらとしてもユーザーさんとしても一番ありがたいと思うので、それで、その移植のしやすいプライオリティをつけていったんですけども、でその中で一番来てたやつで、赤い刀とかも、あと大復活、あとエスプガルダ2とかってもあったんですけども、前回デススマイルズで横画面のシューティングだったんで、縦横ってきたんで、また横ってくるよりは、大復活で縦画面でいった、そのエスプガルダか大復活かどっちか縦画面の方がいいよねっていう話になって、で、海外だと割とメカものとかそのリアリティのあるものの方が売れるんじゃないかって池田さんが言ったからので、今回はこの大復活にしようかっていう話、なんか本当にそうなのって話割と可愛いとか萌えとかっていうの最近ちょっと日本独自のものがあってオリジナリティがいいっていうので割と人気が高いので、どっちでも良かったんじゃないかなと思って、多分センサーが出てるからこっちがいいんじゃねえのって言ったんだと思うんですけど。
Has to do with a lot of the licensing issues, doesn't it?
I guess should I make it a very
just
quick,
concise, yeah.
just a very concise thing? It was basically they had talks inside the company about what to do as a next title. They were in discussion about making a sequel to Espeluda.
Right.
And they were because the flow was like Kai Katana was first, and then there was Kitsui, and then there was Death Smiles, which was a horizontal game, if I understood. Yeah.
6
Yeah.
screens.
So
Absolutely.
yep. So then, like, what was the next step? And we debated inside the company with Mr. Ikeda, of course, what to do. Should we make a sequel to Escaluda, or should we make another DoDonPachi? And due to licensing issues, it seems that they went with DoDonPachi, and the Resurrection was, I don't know, it was an easy title. It was something to be conveyed easily. And also, having something anchored in more reality was a better choice for maybe players all over to relate.
And including myself, that was a very, very wonderful surprise to actually see when it actually came out, Daifukatsu. I actually didn't get to play as much when it actually originally came out, so I am excited to get the Steam version when it comes out and have the full playthrough of this entire game. Now, that's going to be, as much as I want to talk about Daifukatsu another 30 minutes or so, we actually are going to have to hand this over to another company later on. We do have a few things that Keivo actually wants to talk about other than Daifukatsu, so can we have a little description of what we actually have here for?
いやもうSteam のリリースを非常に楽しみにしていて、私個人だったらもう一日中ずっとドドンパチの話を続けられると思うんですけど、他のタイトルについてお話はしたいという聞いてますけど、そちらの方もぜひご紹介お願いいたします。
ちょっと席を移って。
Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna get closer right here.
Yes. Getting closer, having the camera in.
OK ですか？
大丈夫です。
はい、
Absolutely.
ではですね、ここからは私で、失礼いたします。ゴシックは魔法乙女という作品について紹介させていただきます。まずは PV を流していただければと思います。
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this together.
So first, actually, we're gonna show you a little trailer.
That should be. All right.
All right,
We should be ready.
let's go for the video now.
Okay, we're good. There you go.
決意モードちょっとよろしくお願いします。
Come on, AV team.
2 1 go
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, it must be that side as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that was 5週間魔法乙女. Can we have a little description of that as well?
はい、こちら iOS、Android で2015年4月から配信しているスマートフォンのアプリです。で、指1本で本格的シューティングが遊べるというところで、スマートフォンでシューティングというチャレンジにほぼほぼ正解なインタラクションなデザインが完成しているとは自負しています。
So this was a 2015 release on the smartphone,
Yeah, that's right.
which was a first trial on trying to do shooting with the one finger control
Right.
on a touch panel.
I wanted to actually let Cave know that I downloaded this, and about 2 weeks I reached level 56.
これをすぐダウンロードして2週間ほどでレベル56だから56
素晴らしい素晴らしいコングラチュ
I
レーション。
I scraped off time from actually sleeping, and I was just playing this over and over again because it is very intuitive and easy to actually do shooting on your mobile. It's very well made, and of course the having to grow levels on your girls as well, and also this whole RPG element built in is very well done actually.
でも本当睡眠時間を忘れてずっとやりながらもう完全にハマっててずっと魔法少女たちにレベルを上がって
はいはい、そうですね。
非常にその RPG の部分が本当にハマる部分になると思って。
そうですね。世界観そのものはデススマイルズの世界観を踏襲しているので、そういった雰囲気も楽しんでいただけるかなと思うんですけど、その美少女キャラが異なるショットを持っていて、美少女キャラ今多分500体以上いるんですけども、ショットの数もほぼ40種類ぐらいまで増えていて、シューティングをやっている方にしてみればショットの数が40というだけで多分ワクワクしていただけると思うんですけども、そういったところも売りでして、あとはデススマイルズ、虫姫様、決意、ドドンパチ大復活などとの、自社コラボなんかもしてまして、
Oh, look at that.
はい、大佐からレインちゃん、アイちゃん、パフェちゃんなんてそんなキャラもこちらのゴシックの作品に登場していたりします。
So for all the previous Cave characters as well, is doing a collab in this game.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to know this title gets. So you have about like 500 girls. Is that what if I get it correctly?
Yeah, 500.
500 girls and 40 types of shoot.
Yeah.
Of different like lasers
different,
and oh my god,
different
it's
shot types.
Yeah, so if you love shooting, there's so much to experience with the game.
It is
and
very immersive.
It has characters from the Death Smile series, but also have collaboration with DoDonPachi, Ketsui, and other titles from Cave.
That's right, yeah. And we're just seeing these panels. Absolutely gorgeous
Yeah.
artwork right there. And we actually have another
500 girls.
we actually have another promotional video from the Go Out series. Can we go ahead and play that as well?
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
もう一つのプロモーションビデオがあると聞いてますけど
ぜひぜひぜひぜひお願いし
Oh,
ます。
okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit the start button on that one. Yeah, like I said before, it's very easy to maneuver, but it has a very big depth and difficulty, as well as having to get score, because having to get score is one of the biggest elements in this game. Otherwise, you won't be able to level up your girls as fast, or you won't be. There is actually a limit of how many times you can go on a mission at once, and if you don't level up within a certain number of rounds, you'll have to wait until another maybe 4 or 5 hours before you can actually go on a mission. So it's very important that you actually be good at this.
いやこれは本当にスキルが非常に試されているところでスコアは上がらないとレベルアップができないので、次のタイマーがかかっているのでだんだんと自分のもう限界を超えるような試練になっているような経験で、いや非常にハマりやすいゲームで。
そうですね。こちらを作るにあたってですね、一番過去の警部作品と違う点は、まずその基本無料のアプリであって、さらにその売り切りではないので運営し続けていく作品というところで、いろいろその試行錯誤があって、その面白さと利益を両立させるためのプレイ設計 とかその運営し続けていくためのシステムっていう要素が必要で、その一つの答えがこのゴシックとして、お届けしてるんですけども、本当に一番気をつけているのは誰でも遊べるシューティングっていうところなんですね。そのシューティングって難しいっていうやっぱその意識があるので、なかなか間口が狭まってしまうんですけども、警部としては世界中の人に楽しくシューティングを遊んでいただきたいので、なるべく間口を広げるという意識のもとにこれを作っています。
So this title is a bit different from the classic cave titles that has been released over the years, because we trying at first it was a free application on the mobile, and so it was open to anyone, and it was also made in mind to be very accessible, as anyone can start play. I mean, when you hear about shoot 'em ups, and especially our shoot 'em ups, you think, yeah, no way I can play that. But we tried with this game to make something that you would pick up easily and try to really get better and skill up over time with each playthrough. It was also important for us not to be a title that we release gets hyped over release time and then forgotten after a while. It was very important for us to keep bringing new content, to keep bringing, to keep the app alive over time, and enable people from all across the globe to discover shooting games from the very beginning and skill up as you play more and more.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Oh, yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
このなんかゴシッカを魔法乙女って、その簡単にすごくやってもらうって初心者にもやってもらうっていうのはすごく意識してるっていうんですか。でもそれは池田さんとかその他そのプログラマーさんとか市村さんとか井上さんとかっていう方もいらっしゃるんですけども、そういう方々が今までずっとシューティングをやってきてその簡単にもできるってところをちゃんと意識しなきゃダメだっていうところがすごくめり込まれてる。もちろん今までシューティングやってきてすごい難しいところにチャレンジしたいって人にもちゃんと楽しめるように、レベルとかもちゃんと作ってあるっていうところがまずあるってことですね。
Yeah, so as you know, we've been making a lot of shooting games for a while, and I cannot stress enough the point that the accessibility part of the game was really the main focus that Ikeda-san chose when we started development on this game. It was really thought with the idea for us to give something accessible to everyone without being, of course, handing out to people.
Right. And I do totally agree, because this is a great way to introduce shoot 'em ups to actually people who haven't ever tried it yet. And I do believe these kind of stuff does.
But it does also it presents to you with a challenge and a challenge that's ever growing more difficult.
Yeah, and I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
それとですね、うちの商品としてムチムチポークとか。虫姫さんもそうなんですけど、そういうのをいっぱい書いてる若林さんって人がいるっていうのがあったりとか、あと、ずっとプランナーとしてやってくれてる古川さんとか、彼もなんか結構プリキュアとか大好きみたいで、アイドルとか大好きみたいで、そういうなんか秋葉的なそういうテイストっていうのも入れてある。あと長年割とうちの会社は割とソーシャルゲームとかっていうのを運営も結構やっていて、ソーシャルゲームやる方の楽しめるポイントとかっても結構抑えてる。池田さんのあとシューティングゲームの面白さ、あとキャラクターの強み、それとあとソーシャルゲームとしての運営としての楽しみっていうのをうまく組み合わせてるっていうゲームではあると思うので、今までのケーブファンの方でもぜひ遊んでもらえれば。
So I'm gonna need your little bit of help in there, but the part of this game was also that's important is that you can see in the art direction that it was made by someone who is really into animation and cute girl characters and bishoujo. So
of course.
It has this very Akihabara element of it that makes it a very attractive point, and so these are the three main points. Also, we have been working on social games for a while. So having the accessibility to newcomers, the challenge, and the attractiveness of the characters, but also having the I lost it. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh yes,
I mean, yeah.
yes. Having the features of social games, and creating a community aspect of it was also very important to us.
Absolutely fantastic. And I would love to hear so much more from you guys, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to take some time to actually get the other people up here. So we're going to go ahead and say thank you very much to Cave Interactive. Thank you very much for coming to Tokyo Otaku World Live Stream Hub.
本
And
日
we're going to go ahead and
お
do
越しにな
a
って
quick
いただいて
transition.
ありがとうございます。もう
こちらこそありがとうございます
申し訳ないですが、もうすでに時間となりましたので、じゃあ楽しく過ごして。
あとこれさっきダライアスの方からもらこの後出ると思うんですけども、ダライアスの方もらって T シャツ会場で買えると思うん
Oh,
で
that's the
ぜ
one.
ひ
That's the t-shirt.
Yeah.
はい買っ
This
てってくだ
is the
さい。
T-shirt I got from the nice
かっこいい
people
です
who made Darius.
背中
So
も
Yeah,
入っ
it's
てま
very
す。
cool. It's the 30th anniversary
it's
t-shirt.
a
So you should definitely
it's
get
an
that.
anniversary T-shirt. You can get it here at TGS.
Yeah.
If you're here, if you're watching us, just go get that T-shirt. It's
So
awesome.
once again, thank you very much for Cave Interactive.
ケイブのみさんありがとうございました。
Next up, we're going to go ahead and do a little transaction right here, and we're going to have Taito and Karaani to get up on stage right here. Let's go ahead and call them up over. So, Taito and Karaani, お願いします。